Hello students, welcome to Networking Lab class. This is for 4th semester IT students. On today class we will be discuss about the overview of front panel and back panel of a system. So let's start. Overview of front panel and back panel of CPU. So this is the front panel. What are the components are available on your front panel? That is your CD drive, floppy drive, power button, reset button, USB port, headphone, or it can be pronounced as mic port, and LEDs are there. Okay. Now see, these are the CD and DVD drives are there, where we are able to insert the CD or DVD. Okay. And this is the button for opening the tray of DVD or CD drive. And now on this front panel, 4 slots are there, where we are able to install 4 CD drive, or we may insert the 5.25 inches of floppy disk also. Okay. Now here 2 slots are there. This one is for your 3.5 inches of floppy disk drive. Okay. And here some USB ports are there, where you are able to attach the keyboard, mouse, etc. Now go for the headphone. These are the headphone or mic ports are there. Then the power button is there, that is called power switch. When you press it, your CPU becomes getting started, and along with some LEDs are there, and the reset button is there. So this reset button is nowadays whatever the systems are there, that is not having any reset button. Okay, only the power button is there. So the major difference between power button and your reset button is nothing but the power button is for making on your system properly, and reset button is for making your system on forcibly. So previously when you shut down your system with by clicking on your start and shutdown option, means properly if you are shutdowning your system, next day when you start, that starting option is nothing but with the help of your this power switch option. But think about, you are going on continuous working, and on the during time your system is getting hanged. So if your system is getting hanged, then how to restart the system? You have to forcibly press this reset button. Okay. So here one question arises, nowadays this reset button is not there. So on that type of problem, how you should getting started your system? You have to press the power button continuously, automatically your system is getting started. Okay, but that is your forcible booting. Okay. Now see, the CD drive, what? This is the drive where any external CD and DVD can be inserted. Okay. Floppy drive means this is the drive where any external floppy can be inserted. And power button is it is the button where the power can supply into the system. Reset button is used to restart the system. And USB port is used to attach any keyboard, mouse, printer, pen drive, etc. Okay. Then what is the use of headphone and mic port? It is used to attach headphone or speaker. And LED it is indicator which shows the power supply current is going on into the system. Okay. Next is your back panel. So here, as for your system back panel, you are having lots of options like your SMPS or power supply, then power supply cooling fan is there, PS2 connector is there, serial COM port is there, VGA port, parallel port, USB port, RJ45 LAN port, and along with the audio jacks are there, expansion slot, and RJ11 is there. Okay. So see this picture. So here only this total section. Okay. This rectangle section is nothing but called your SMPS or power supply. Now for this SMPS, the cooling fan is there. That's why this one is indicated as power supply cooling fan. Okay. Now this is the power connector to pass the AC current into your power supply. Okay. and later on this AC current is passed to your motherboard with converting to DC. Okay, now here two ports are there, small ports are there, that is for PS2 keyboard or mouse connector port. Okay, keyboard and mouse. And how many pins are there for PS2? See, this is 6 pin female port used to connect the keyboard and mouse. Okay, so these two ports are for keyboard and mouse, and it is having 6 pin and it's a female port. Okay, now next go for the serial port. Serial port means what? This is the 9 pin male port used to connect the keyboard. Okay, so previously this type of port is there for using the keyboard. So here this one is called serial port, which is a male port and it is having 9 pin. Okay, be remember this one is 6 and this one is 9. And next go for the VGA. Now for VGA is what? So VGA port is 15 pin female port used to connect VGA cable. Okay, so for inserting the VGA cable you have to plug in here only. Okay, this is the video graphics adapter port. So parallelly on your monitor also this same type of port is there, along with on the system also this same port is there. Okay, so one VGA cable is there, which cable is having two side these types of port. Okay, so parallelly we have to insert on your monitor and along with into your CPU also. Clear? And it is having 15 pin. Now go for this pin port, that is called parallel port. Okay, and what does it mean? This is 25 pin female port used to connect the printer. Okay, so for if you want to connect the printer, this type of port is to be used, that is called parallel port, where the printer is to be installed. But now whatever the systems are there, that is not having this type of port. Here now also this PS2 is not there, serial is not there, and this parallel port is also not there. All ports are with a USB format. Okay, it is too much of compact. Clear? Now next is your USB ports. So these ports are the USB ports. This port can connect up to 127 peripherals at a time, like your mouse, keyboard, printer, pen drive, etc. Okay, so nowadays these ports are too much popular. On your front panel this port is there, and along with the back panel also. Okay, and be remember this back panel is also pronounced as a rear view of your CPU. Okay, back panel of CPU or rear view of CPU. Clear? Now just right side of this USB port you are having another port, that is called your Ethernet port or RJ45 Ethernet LAN port. Clear? Same type of format is also available here only, that is RJ11 modem port. So if you want to install any modem, you have to attach here only, and if you want to install any LAN cable for Ethernet connection or LAN connection, this RJ45 connector to be used. Okay, so what does it mean? The Ethernet port accepts an Ethernet cable which allows you to communicate on a network that runs transmission control protocol or your internet protocol. Okay, now these are the microphone jack, audio jack and line jacks are there. These 3 ports are there. Okay, so mic in port pink, audio speaker port green, and line in port is your blue. Okay, now here these are the expansion slots are there, these 4. Okay, so what is the meaning? It is a socket on the motherboard that is used to insert an expansion card or circuit board, which provides additional feature to a computer such as video card, sound card, advanced graphics card, or Ethernet or memory card, which is also pronounced as your Wi-Fi LAN card also. Okay, so these are some plates are there. If you want to attach any new device is related to your graphics card or your Wi-Fi LAN card or your sound card, then you have to remove this plate and attach here only. Okay, now RJ11 is already discussed. So these are the basic ideas of your back panel. Okay, so from the beginning you are having the SMPS, that full form is nothing but called your switch mode power supply. Okay, that nature is what? It input your AC current and convert to DC and pass to where? Pass to your motherboard. Okay. Then the cooling fan is there. This one is a cooling fan. PS2 connector is there. Serial COM port, VGA port, parallel port along with USB and some RJ45 and RJ11 port is there. Then the audio jacks are there along with the expansion slots are there. Okay. And if you want to open this CPU box, if you want to see the motherboard, then these are the thumb screws are there. Now this one. Okay. So you have to open by using the screw. Clear? Types of ports and connectors of CPU. Now the first one is keyboard and mouse, that is your PS2 port and used for connecting keyboard and mouse. Okay. Then second one is your serial port, which is to be used for your modem, scanner and digital camera. Parallel port, which is used for your printer. Okay. But nowadays the USB port is assigned with your printer connection. Okay. Then USB is there, and this is designed to replace older serial and parallel port. The USB is nothing but universal serial bus, can connect computers with a number of devices such as printer, keyboard, mic, scanner, digital camera, PDA, etc. Okay. And this is the VGA port, or it should be pronounced as video port also, or monitor port also, and it is used to connect your monitor into the video port. Then that line out, line in and microphone. Okay, it is used for connecting speaker or headphone into this jack. Okay, and for this in jack, to listen your computer without using a stereo system. Okay, you have to use this line in jack. And for your microphone, connect a microphone into this jack to record sound on the computer. Then the joystick or game port, and this port is for using the gaming devices. Okay, so if you attach the gaming devices on your system, then you have to attach on this port. Then your phone or modem port, that is nothing but called RJ11 port. Okay, where the phone and modem jack is there to install it. Then this one is your RJ45 connector, that is nothing but called network or Ethernet port, to connect the computer network by plugging in the Ethernet cable in this port. Then SCSI is used to connect a hard drive, CD drive or other device to a computer. Okay. So on today class you got the idea about your CPU front panel, what are the components are there on your front panel, then your back panel or rear view of your CPU, and with the components of that back panel also, along with what are the ports and connectors are available on your CPU. Okay.